Hey guys, hi, this is Spirit Journey, and yes, I just put up a video regarding the tarot reading that I did for presidential candidate Donald Trump, and if he's going to win the election that's going to take place in 2 days. Today is November 6, 2016, and what I'm going to do now is to ask another question with the tarot card. Is Hillary Clinton going to win the 2016 presidential election? So I'm going to do a 5-card spread. It's called the Cross of Truth spread. Okay? So I'm going to take this tarot deck, and I'm going to do a spread. Hopefully it doesn't take as long as my other one that I did. Okay, so I'm mixing the deck out. Again, I talk to the cards, and dear Tarot, I'd like to know if Hillary Clinton is going to win the 2016, get in there, 2016 election. Get in there. Okay. That's what I'm going to do. Then you drop it in 3 piles. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I'm going to put on my eyeglasses for this. Excuse me. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. The bottom card is called the basis. Let me show you what the spread looks like. It's the 5-card spread. It's called the Cross of Truth spread, and you can read what it means in your leisure. Okay. So, card in position number 1 is the basis or present. The first card shows your present position, the base from which you are working in relation to your question. Card number 1. Okay. The 9 of Wands. And I'm going to look up what the 9 of Wands represents. And I'm going to show you 9 of Wands. You can take your time, your leisure time, to read what the card means. Again, this is the base card. Okay. And as I read the card, the meaning, as I show the card, I'm going to read it, what it means. The 9 of Wands. A man dressed for battle guards 8 wands. The 9th, a man dressed for battle guards 8 wands. The 9th he holds before him in readiness to fight, defend, and protect that which he has worked so hard for. We can see by his pose and expression that he is weary, yet still he bravely protects his position. 9 is the penultimate number of the suit. I don't know what that word means. Okay. When the 9 of Wands presents itself, it tends to show that you feel as if all your energy has been spent. The road has been long and you just don't feel as if you can go another step. Okay? Now, let's just stop there for a moment. Although you may feel on the verge of giving up, the message that the 9 of Wands brings is that your success is closer than you think, and that you do actually have the inner strength required to make it. This isn't the time to stop. Having come so far, now is the moment to gather all your reserves for the final push. Perseverance is the key. With courage and determination, your triumphant moment awaits you. Okay? That's that. Card number 2. Card position number 2 represents desires, your hopes, and your fears. The second card shows how you really feel about the situation. This in itself can tell a great deal about your mindset. How in tune is this card with the others? Is it in conflict or agreement with what you want and what the other cards say? If this card is positive and the other cards are negative to the result you are hoping for, it could be that you're not in tune with the situation as it really is. And the second card is such. Okay? It is the 8 of Pentacles. About my desires. Okay. Now let's see what the 8 of Pentacles represents. The 8 of Pentacles. Okay, so you could put it on pause and read what the 8 of Pentacles means. Okay? So I'm going to hold the card up as I read. By candlelight, a young man works with concentrated effort on the pentacle before him. Behind him are shown other pentacles as he perfects his skill. He appears to be working late in the night, showing dedication to his studies. The 8 of Pentacles is often referred to as the apprenticeship card. It can signify learning a new skill or profession. As such, it frequently shows up when there is the offer of new employment or taking a new position. It can also show entrance to a learning establishment, such as a university or college, or even part-time study. Quite often, the 8 of Pentacles indicates that existing talents can be used to create a venture that will bring financial gains. This may be an interest, hobby, or additional ability that you are not currently using to its full potential. Excuse me. This would be a good time to look into vocational matters more closely. If you have always wanted to follow a different career path or advance your career, your current one. I'm sorry, or advance your current one. Then make some inquiries because the signs indicate the opportunity could be more accessible than you previously believed. Okay? That's my desire card. Now the third card is what they call the hopeful card. Hopeful matters. I'm sorry. Helpful. I meant to say helpful, not hopeful. Helpful matters. This card shows what is or will be working in your favor in relation to your question. And the card that is the helpful card, okay, is the Nine of Cups. Okay? Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups. Okay, so you can read that in your leisure. You just put on pause and read it for your understanding. And you come to your own conclusions. So I'm going to read what the card says for the Nine of Cups. The jolly innkeeper greets and salutes us with a cup held high, while 8 more upright cups sit neatly stacked upon full barrels, representing cheer and abundance. The Nine of Cups is one of the most promising of the tarot and is sometimes referred to as the wish card, signifying the achievement of an important desire that brings you fulfillment. It can represent emotional and material fulfillment, abundance. Also, sensual pleasures. It indicates you will feel well pleased. Okay, that's that. That's the desire, the helpful card. Okay, card number 4. Okay, card position number 4 represents challenges or your opposing energies. The card in the position of challenges show if there are opposing energies preventing you from achieving what you are hoping for, or challenges you may face. Don't be misled if a positive card appears here. Sometimes the circumstances surrounding the meaning of the card actually create an obstacle. Okay? And the card in position number 4 is the Knights of Pentacles. Okay? I'm going to look up the Knights of Pentacles. Okay, the Knights of Pentacles. Okay. So you can put it on pause and read it in your own leisure for your understanding and interpretation. Okay. And I'm going to read the card and show it at the same time. The Knights of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles doesn't appear to be going anywhere, for his horse stands quietly in a meadow, observed by an undisturbed rabbit. The movement this knight brings is always of a welcome nature, for the Knight of Pentacles never cuts corners due to his methodical approach. The children's tale of the race between the hare and the tortoise is a good example. He may not appear as exciting as the other knights, but he can be relied upon to always bring results in the end. Okay, now the actual meaning of the card, that was like the face value of the card, what it looks like. Okay, if representing a young man, earth element, as a young man, he would be steady and trustworthy, Mr. Reliable. As an event, it reads as such. Everyone is always pleased to see this card, for it means that something one has been waiting for finally comes through, and this can relate to any area of life, whether work, money, or love. If you have a situation that you have methodically developed and patiently waited for, and as yet have seen no results, you will find them forthcoming at last. Okay. Now the last card here is the outcome. And again, my question was that I posed to the tarot is if Hillary Clinton is going to win the 2016 election. Okay, so the outcome, the final card will provide the answer or advice you need, but always read it in relation to the other cards. Okay? And the last card is Fifth of Wands. Fifth of Wands as an outcome of the presidential election for Hillary Clinton to win the presidential election. Now the Fifth of Wands, okay, Fifth of Wands. So you can take this and put it on pause and read it to your own interpretation, what the card means. And I'm going to read out loud what it means. Okay, the first value of the card, it says Five of Wands. The face value, we can see 5 men threatening one another with 5 wands as if in combat, yet it is quite unclear as to who is fighting with whom. The sky appears unsettled in the background, and 2 might scurry away as if anticipating trouble. 5 is a number of instability, change, and uncertainty. Okay, that's the face value of the card and the meaning of this card. The Five of Wands says it represents conflicts, differences of opinions, and petty squabbling. These may not be large problems, and they can be overcome if cooperation is sought. However, petty disorder can easily get out of hand and drain energy away from key issues that need to be resolved. If this situation emerges around you, try not to become involved, for if it is handled correctly, the turmoil will just blow over. Don't be tempted to add flames to the fire. If you can play diplomat, you may find yourself quite popular with colleagues at a later date. If you need receptivity, then now is not the time to present your latest great idea to others, as there is the likelihood of power struggles and competition. Keep in your drawer for another day when energy is more conducive. Wow. Now, isn't that something to describe Hillary Clinton? Okay. Well, you guys could make your own interpretation for that. But for me, it seems like that concluding card, number 5, seems to suggest that to Hillary, it's not a good time because of the energies. Okay? But again, you come to your own conclusion. Okay? Thank you. Bye-bye.